Hello, welcome to Just Prime. As part of this video, we are going to see how to install Cursor AI IDE in Windows machine. Before doing the installation part, let me explain you some of the major features of the Cursor AI specific to in terms of development space. The first one is like it's one of the powerful AI IDE tool which can be useful to build applications or softwares. The second part is like it's built on basically Visual Studio Code, a free version. So that's the reason most of the AIDs are built on this VS Studio Code. The third one is we can see it's support various operating systems like Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Also, another best feature is it supports various multiple LLM models like GPT-4, Cloud AI, and Gemini models, various etc. The final one is it can able to integrate the various platforms like a GitHub, Docker, and Visual Studio Code extension, so that we can able to execute full development workflows. So these are the some of the basic features which we can use it when we are working with the Cursor AI. Now we will be starting the actual installation part. To start the installation, we have to open this URL where we can see cursor.com, and also you can able to find this URL in the video description. So once you open this URL and you can see the various features, what are the features is available, we can able to see it, and some of the use cases how this can be used exactly, so that we can able to read with the help of this documentation, and it's very nice documentation which can be useful to read, and it's worth. And the second part is the installation or download part. We can see at the top right corner we have a download option. You can click that one and you can see the various operating system it will support like Mac OS, Windows, Linux. So in this particular scenario we are going to install into Windows machine. So we'll see mainly into Windows. So in Windows we can see there is various options, various exe files we can able to download, and especially we are going to use the Windows user level or system level. So in my case I have admin permissions. I want to download this Windows system level so that I can able to install it for all the users. In case if you don't have admin permissions, then go for the user level. So that's the basic difference between the system and user. So now let me download the Windows system level. Click on this icon and the download part will start. So now we can see the download part is completed. So then go back to the add a download location and we can able to see the cursor setup, right? So this is the first part. So the download is completed. Now the second part to installation, the installation steps are very easy. The first thing is you can do the double click on this and you will be getting this pop-up. So you can go for S and you will be getting this window. So you can accept the terms and condition, go for next and go for next, and let it all the checkbox default whatever is, that should be fine absolutely, and go for the final step installation. Yes, finally now we can see the installation is completed. Then go for finish it, then it will open the IDE. Yes, now we can see the ID is trying to come up, and we can see the ID is came up, and you can see some of the updates. So we can see it's a cursor and it's built in the Visual Studio Code 1.0.1.105.1. So that's some of the versions, and currently we are in Windows. So go for it. Okay, and like I said, right, so we can able to open new projects if you have any, and also you can take the repos from GitHub and you can able to work with a terminal as well. So these are the various options the cursor will support. And now the main part is to build the application we have to give the prompt. So to get the prompt we can do Control I and we can able to get the prompt. So this is the main thing. So you can give the proper prompt so that it will generate the application and it will build it locally and you can able to access it. So that's one of the things, and you can see its agents what it's supporting currently, and various chat models what it will support, so that we can see it over here. Okay, including external models like Opus, Sonnet, GPT models, various models it will support. So you can go for whichever models is available. That's it's up to you based on the requirement. So, and basically we need to give the prompt here, so that will be the main trigger point to build the application. So that's all about this installation part. If you like the video, you can subscribe the channel for more subsequent updates, and thank you.